to another venture. It is a cold one this morning. 25 degrees right now. I'm gonna be camping on the Buffalo River for 3 nights, 4 days. The first 2 days is hopefully when the deer are moving. Today and tomorrow is gonna be like low 25s, and I think the high is around 40. The rest of the week, it's gonna be back in the 60s and the 70s Friday. So anyways, it's gonna be an awesome week for camping, hunting, and fishing. I wanna get into the spot about 1 o'clock and hunt this evening. So I still have to set up my tent, so I wanna do that, you know, during the daylight and not have to do it at 5:30 when it's freezing and dropping already. So I got a lot to do. I got a few miles to cover, so let's get upstream. We made it to the area that I'm wanting to camp at. It's not very aesthetically pleasing for a thumbnail or anything, but it's an awesome hunting area, I hope. And it's far away from all the other hunters downstream there. Where I put in at to paddle upstream, there had been like 8 vehicles there, so maybe they're pushing them this way towards me. Well, I got home for the next 2 days at least. Right across the stream there, along that bluff line, I go down that drainage and then pop up. That's where I hunt at. So, but I kind of like this bar right here to camp at and set up my tent. I got this nice wind block right here. I'm far enough away from any widow makers and plenty of resources. There's a lot of dried up wood and kindling over here. So, and all I got to do is I'm going to put my canoe right there off that point and just paddle in that eddy over there and park my canoe and then walk to where my saddle's going to be at. So this is a perfect spot. I'm going to get the tent set up real quick. Go ahead and eat a snack, maybe a little lunch. Then I'm going to get changed into my hunting gear and start making my way into the woods. I like to be set up sitting in a saddle by 1, and hopefully they come through that drainage. I got them coming through on that camera, and I can get one, hopefully. But anyways, we got a lot of work to do. Let's get rolling. Quick walkthrough of my Discovery 158. In that orange box there, I got all my batteries and I got my satellite phone in there because there's no cell service right here. My 65 quart cooler, big one. It does fit a whole deer in there. I got my saddle. That's my sleeping bag. It's too big to fit in my remote design bag. It's like a 0-degree bag. Underneath here, I'll show you later, this is my clothes trunk. It's a waterproof, watertight seal. I got my 308, just a spare hunting jacket. That's kind of my campground jacket. And got my food bag. I love that little bag there. I think those are made for side-by-sides, but it fits perfectly on this canoe, that cross beam there. And I got kind of like it's a glove box. First aid. On the other side, I got my keys and wallet. I got my nice little GCI outdoor seat. Life jacket I just took off, poles. I got a little tool bag right there. And then my camera boom. So right here I do have a net holder when I go fishing. And then I do have a cup holder by Yak Attack. That's all I really got on that little gear track. But anyways, that's it. Let's get everything unpacked and get camp set up. Got a blanket, toiletries, little camp light, turns into a lantern, jet boil, some camping towels and washcloths. I got my 4-season Eureka mountain pass too. My new sleeping pad, it's a beast. My pillows in here. And I got some non-scented wipes. I'll show you inside of this. I haven't fixed the little screen and shelf yet, but plenty of space. It's awesome. We'll see how warm that bag is tonight, but I did bring an extra down blanket. But with that sleeping pad inflate, I got the valve open. That way it'll self-inflate. When I get back, I'm gonna blow a few puffs of air in it. Anyways, that's the Mountain Pass 2. I'd say about 25 yards, but it was too thick to shoot through there. But she was coming in fast, so I don't know if she was getting chased or what, but I'm not sure. I never did hear her run off. I think she got my wind, but she didn't ever blow at me or anything, so I feel like she's still in this thicket over here. Something also skirted in front of me. When I was watching her, I heard something run around on the front side. I tried to turn and look, but I never could see anything. The problem with this spot is there's not many shooting lanes until they're on you. I'm gonna give it about 20 more minutes, then I'm gonna head back to camp. Turkey. Good to know. Rooster right up there. ahead and took about an hour and found a better tree, which that tree was fine. I just didn't have a lot of open lanes to shoot in. And I could have taken, 5 shots, but they were all small bucks. And that one doe, I got meat in the freezer, so I'm not too worried about a doe right now. But since they're in here chasing them, I was hoping a bigger buck would come in and kind of skirt these little bucks out. There was, at least 3 bucks, a spike, a fork, and a 6. I was tempted to shoot at the 6, but it wasn't the prettiest 6. So anyways, went ahead and hung my saddle in this tree here. This right here is the side they're coming down on and turning. There's gonna be a south wind. My wind should be pushing up that direction tomorrow, so hopefully it'll be okay. I'll probably just let this sit tonight and come back tomorrow morning and for one last hunt, and then I'm just gonna do some fishing for the rest of the trip. So anyways, let's get back to camp. Well, I just put out a satellite message to my wife, checked in, told her I made it through the cold night, and I'm good. Well, we got the winds calmed down to manageable 15 maybe. And we got maybe an hour and a half before dark. So we'll see if we can go catch a few on the spinnerbait or Jade's jig, or maybe a swim bait. So we'll see what happens. There's a fish. Oh my. Oh my. Feels like a nice one. Oh my. Get in the boat. There we go. I'll take you, sir. I'll take you, sir. Looky, looky, who played today? Got me a largie. And the old spinnerbait, he is frozen. Probably 14. Beautiful fish, we'll let him go. Smoked it. There's one, there's one. Putting up a good fight, good fight. Tonight, it's a smallmouth. It's a smallmouth. Oh, look at that. Oh, dang it. Oh, lose it. He's off. Crap. He hooked on the outside of my net when I tried to scoop him. That's okay, he's about 13 inches. There's fish. There we go. On the slow jerk bite. Or smaller. Fish number 3. Got it on the fluke. AAFC. White. And little dink, he's cold. We'll send him. So I'm using this fluke like a jerk bait. And just twitching a couple times after it sinks, and just let it sit. Just that's it. Like, and then I started to reel and felt tension and set the hook. So they are cold and slow. There's a fish. There's a fish. Slurped it. Slurped it. Got another one. Knew I should just do the fluke today. This one's a smallie. A little of an upgrade. They're at the roof of the mouth, probably, we'll say 12 to 13. We'll let them go. Got him. Fish on. Fish on. Oh, rip. Second one I lost. There's a fish. Oh, big one. Biggin. 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 Be a bass. He ain't huge, but I'll take him. Just got me a smallie. Probably about 13, 14. Thought he was huge, but he was just deep, real deep. Throwing off these rock walls and just letting my jig drift down. And that's that Smallie Slayer color with the AFC green pumpkin and red. It was a custom color I asked for, and he made it for me. So appreciate ya from AAFC. Got him. On the jerk bait. Just got a little dinky on the jerk bait. It's a white one, just like the fluke. Went ahead and took that fluke off because a lot of them are just not getting the hook in its mouth. And you have that problem, tie on a 3 treble hook bait, and that should solve it real quick. This is the Vision 110, the junior series. I think it's called the junior series, I'm not sure. It's the junior size, it's not the big one. Perfect for some smallies. This canoe loaded down with hunting gear is not fun for fishing. Okay. You're like, Eric, maybe you got too much junk. Yeah, you're probably right. Well, I'm about 300 yards away from my Jeep, thank goodness. I'm gonna swing by the Daisy Queen and get me a big old burger, a shake, probably Butterfinger, and a sweet tea. Just hammer those. Here comes the wind gust again. That's kind of why the fishing went from awesome to nothing. Because we had gusts of 30 miles per hour wind. Thank you. Good headwind to finish on. Thank you very much. I wanted a little extra work before I finished. That's okay. I can never complain when I'm on the Buffalo River, no matter what the season is. It's always beautiful here. I was hoping the leaves would have held on tight maybe a few more days, but they were pretty much done when I got up here. But there was still a few scenic trees here and there, some nice colors. But for the most part, I only had a good 4 hours of fishing because the rest of the time was just battling this stuff. I swapped to the spinner bait and they're like, nah. All they wanted was that jerk bait, Jade's jig with the AFC trailer on there, and then the AFC pearl white fluke. And it's just hard to fish in this type of weather. That's fall for you. Oh boy, it's about to get worse. Anyways, thanks for tagging along on this trip. I guess that's going to end the outro. You're like, Eric, I don't like you talking anyways. I got to learn, got to view a lot, got to see a lot of cool stuff, especially with the rut in full effect. Just wasn't the size I was looking for, but that's okay. Well, thanks for tagging along. Hopefully you enjoyed this trip as much as I did. And I'll see you on the next adventure.